This is pretty big. Talking about diseases and illnesses. I know if anyone has ever gone through anything crazy like that in your life, it is hard, it is traumatic, it is debilitating, it is worrisome, it's crazy. It can bring up so much anxiety and depression and no hope. Very little faith, very little hope. It could alter your life in so many ways. It could take away things from you. It can stop you from doing things. Like it's insane. And my heart goes out to, well, not my heart, but from like my whole soul, I totally feel and relate to what people have gone through on many levels, not all levels, of course. I've never had cancer or anything like that. By the grace of God, wishing and praying that I don't ever, or anyone close to me, or anyone in that matter. No one deserves to go through something like that or anything like that. And yet people still get them. And it could be for so many reasons. It could be because of stress. It could be because you picked up something because you maybe got bit by an animal, or it's genetic. You picked up an autoimmune disease somehow. And whatever the case may be, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you're going through, how crazy or how worse it keeps getting, or you're just debilitated and you're just stagnant, you're not even going anywhere, you're just being the couch potato, like, yo, I feel you. I do, on so many levels. It sucks. It sucks so much. Never wish this upon anybody. I don't even wish revenge upon anybody. The last time I did that, last time I wished revenge upon somebody was because they did something to me, and the very next day, I like put like a, I don't want to say like I put a spell on them, but I definitely like manifested something crazy happening to them, and it did. And I felt so bad and so heavy about it that like I even felt like I had to talk to her on the phone and make sure that she was like okay and like all this stuff. Excuse me. And yeah, so don't wish revenge upon anybody because it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Anyways, I want to talk about diseases and illnesses because I used to have Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is a disease like where you're like, it could be your colon, your small or large intestines are like inflamed. You can't process food. You're in pain. You have like very loose stools. You could have, you can't process food. You're in pain. You are like thinking so much of anxiety, depression. You can't keep weight. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Like there was times like where like my whole waist would like be like a ring of fire. And then there was times like where like my intestines would like enlarge with pain and then it would like go back down. And there was times like where I would like shit my pants, my bed, even shit in my car. I even took a shit on my friend's couch because I had no control. Like my bowels were so loose, it was scary. And I almost felt like I had no hope for myself. And then somehow, eventually, Western medicine tried to do its thing. The first time around, it didn't really do anything at all. It was just like, hey, this is something that we think could work. Let's try it out. And it didn't really give me any relief. I could drink all the orange juice I wanted. That was cool. But other than that, yeah, everything was just going right through me. It sucked. And, you know, like people have this disease forever. They told me I was going to have this forever. You may get remission in the future. But like that was it. I couldn't believe it. I literally could not believe everything that they were telling me about this disease. And, you know, I had to go to a place, a doctor's, what's it called? Like a care clinic. And I would have to get an infusion every 2 months on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. God, that really took away from my party life. And like time to sleep in and to not enjoy life that much. And it just sucked. I felt so bad. You know, and then there was like my friends literally were like, "Yo, Fox, why you look so skinny?" And I'm like, "Because I have Crohn's disease." There was a time where I weighed less than 100 pounds, and someone very close to me told me that I looked like I came out of the Holocaust. I couldn't even like wear my pants. I couldn't even like wear a belt with my pants. That's how bad it was. Like I thought my life was over. I was like, I can't even like play soccer. I couldn't even like, I could barely hang out with my friends. I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna be there in like 10 minutes. 5 minutes into the drive, pain, flare up, fuck. And then I tell them I can't even come. And they're just like, you said you'd be here in 10 minutes. What the fuck? Are you doing drugs? Well, that was part of it, but it sucked. I don't know if anyone here can relate going to or having a disease or an illness, or you know someone close to you that has a disease or an illness. Like, please share in the comments. I'd love to know what someone's battling, just to bring some awareness to it. Maybe someone else needs to hear it and know that they're not alone. Yeah. Someone may ask, how did I get Crohn's? How did this dude right here get Crohn's disease? That's a wonderful fucking question, because a lot of people will be like, oh, it's genetic. It's a autoimmune disease. You probably got it from, you know, something, right? Or someone. I got it because of so many reasons. Honestly, the very first reason, though, was because I cheated on my girlfriend. That was like the number one reason why I got Crohn's disease in the first place. I dated this woman for about 3 years, and then like halfway through the relationship, I cheated on her with another woman. I felt so bad, and I hid the truth. I hid half of the truth. I told her that I cheated on her just to like make up for it, but I didn't really tell her how it happened. And then like everything went downhill from there. Every single fucking thing in our relationship did, slowly but surely. And then it started to speed up and get worse. But that was one of the reasons. And because I had probably the worst diet on earth. I can't tell you how much candy I was buying, like the Mike and Ike's, the Snickers, the Skittles, the Sour Patches, going to fucking fast food restaurants like the Arby's and the McDonald's and the Burger King. And yeah. And then even when I started to make more money, I was even going to like fancier restaurants and just like eating like the best meals because I had so much money, didn't know what to do with it. And hello everyone, thank you for being here. And so like I had like the worst diet. I was not even really eating anything healthy at all. Maybe unless it was like the piece of lettuce on a chicken sandwich or the burger. Like that was it, honestly. And then I had a huge addiction to video games. Like I'd be playing Call of Duty and FIFA for hours in a day. And then on top of that, I had so much stress because I was not doing well in college. Like I was debilitating my mental health. I was like suffering so much. Oh, my friend just texted me. I was suffering so much from mental health and depression and anxiety, just not even from my disease, but like, how the fuck am I going to make it in life? I'm not even that good in school. And like, I'm still going to school. And then like, I was getting in trouble with the law a few times. And then you know, drugs, parents, like it was like a shit show for me. I had like all this pressure beyond weights of people and working out. It was like monumental universal pressure of like of being a man in this reality. Looking back on it, that's like what it was. I was afraid to be a man. I was afraid to get the job. I was afraid to do well. I just wanted to be in that boy psychology party phase for like ever. I was in it for way too long. Like way longer than most other people. So like even after like the 4 years that people would be done with college, like I was still partying like way more with it. Because I was in college for 7 years. I was in 5 years of community college because I failed 3 majors. I failed 3 majors. How did I not give up? By the grace of God, I don't know how the fuck I did not give up. You need to turn on your gift. I don't know what you mean by that. I think I do. And maybe I haven't gotten to tell it yet. You would, I don't know if you're lying to me or not, but holy shit. I have no idea how to turn the gift on. Is this person telling you the truth? Do they really want to donate money? What? Yo, that actually feels open in my heart. Could I tell you my Venmo or Cash App or something? Does that work for you? Oh, holy shnikes, I've never had anyone just do this. I'm in a little shock, guys. Forgive me. So my Venmo is at my name, actually. It's the Fox Wellness Den. TheFoxWellE or NESSDEN. There's a picture of me going like this with like sun rays coming at me. I look pretty dope in it. Wow, holy shit. Even if you're totally lying to me, I'm still grateful that you would even tell me this. And even if you do it, holy shnikes, I am beyond grateful. Like, wow, that seriously means a lot. You have no idea. Like, you seriously have no idea, like, wow. Yo, I might start crying right now. God, are you serious, dude? Or woman? I don't even know. Forgive me for assuming. Just human to human, soul to soul, like, wow. Okay, well, anyways, where was I at? Piss poor diet, mental health, porn, video games. Yeah, Venmo or Cash App. Cash App is just the $, the same name, the Fox Wellness Den. Yeah. Or you could buy something off my website if you want, thefoxwellnessden.com, but whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I gotta turn the gift on. I don't know how to do that, but thank you. Yeah. So like I thought like my life was over, honestly. Wasn't good at school. Disease I thought I was gonna have forever. And it was like, fuck. The website's thefoxwellnessden.com. The name in the YouTube. And then, yeah, you may want to check out my other stuff too. I got some cool stuff happening. Wow, thank you. Bless your sweet soul. Like, may God seriously bless your whole being and everyone in here, everyone, not just person donating, but just watching it, even tuning in. Like, this is this is insane. Wow, thank you. um, that actually feels really good. I don't feel like you're lying to me at all. So what does one do? After my girlfriend broke up with me, I felt like this lightness, and I wasn't spiritual. I didn't really know like how to tune into my feelings or like, be aware, conscious of like decisions and stuff like that. But when she broke up with me, I I got this new medicine and I started to get a little bit better. I actually gained like 15 pounds back, which was astounding. I I was shocked. There was no rhyme or reason for it, but I was able to gain 15 pounds. So I actually felt better. I was definitely like way below my weight. Um, I think the lowest I got was like 98 pounds. That's scary. It is so fucking scary, dude. And this new medicine got me better, but my mental health was still shot. Like there was no way that I could just keep going with it. So I started to pray. I'm not Catholic. I was never Catholic. I was never Christian. I'm still not. Christian mysticism more so, because I've had experiences beyond the realm of time and reality. And what on earth? Um, I started to pray, and I was like, okay, God, I'm so fucking sorry. I like ruined this young woman's life. I've ruined my life. I've hurt so many people in my life. I've lost friends. I I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how I was going to get better. But I fully surrendered to God, not knowing what the fuck was going to happen, not knowing everything that's happened within since 2017, May of 2017. So that was about 9 years ago. Not knowing that my whole fucking life was going to change. But when I started praying, I think God just really had to make sure that I was serious because I would pray every night, crying my eyes out because I was so pit. Maybe not every night, but most nights, yes. And one day, I received a phone call and they're like, yo, Fox, I got a friend. He has his nephew coming in. Can you help him out? With, and I was like, yeah, for sure. Why not? And then I was like, all right, cool. And then I met this dude. And he was like 4 years younger than me. And like he just got back from Europe. And I was like, yo, what? What were you doing in Europe? And, yo, sorry, I got my mom and everything. You wouldn't let me buy your stuff on the website. Well, that's interesting. You should be able to. If you have a credit card, I think it should work. Or even PayPal should be okay. Tell me if I want to make sure you're on my I think you're on my website, right? But if you go to services, or even if you go to events, you could pay for a ticket for the event. I host a Breathwork and Energy Healing event every third Monday of the month. It's pretty fire. It's pretty amazing. Get a lot out of it. Anyways, and this dude was telling me about Europe and all this amazing stuff. I was like, wow, like this dude's changing my life. Like he's opening up my mind and my realm. And then like 6 months pass and I'm working full time, going to school full time, and I was still a hot mess, but it was better, but I was still not good. And one day I had this epiphany that I needed to go to Israel. And because I had some friends that lived in the West Bank, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and I was like, man, I could stay with them, travel, and this will be exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And I had like everything lined up, and then everything fell apart. I was like, fuck, I'm about to graduate college this year with a bachelor's degree. I never thought that I would ever obtain a bachelor's degree in my entire life. I didn't even know how I was going to graduate community college with a degree. I didn't think that was possible for me. No way. Maybe like 5% chance on the whim, on the whiff, on a Hail Mary, as Tupac would say. So I called my buddy Charles. I was like, yo, Charles, tell me about Europe again. He's telling me about Europe. And 2 months later, I met him in Scotland. I met him in Edinburgh, Scotland. I planned a whole month backpacking trip to Europe. And I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this, but like, I gotta do something because I feel like my life is over. I need to go do something wild, and I'm about to probably work full time for the rest of my life. So I might as well go to Europe while I have a chance. Not knowing, my hair looks amazing, by the way. I love my hair. And not knowing that this journey was going to change my whole life, I was in Scotland for like 3 days. When we're sightseeing, we're having blood orange tea, we're having scones, we're going to castles, we're going to botanical gardens and eating amazing food. Oh my God, like it was changing my life. I was like, I'm so happy being here. And we're meeting incredible people at the hostel. We stayed at like, it was voted the best hostel in the world at one point. And I got to stay there for like 5 days. It was incredible. And then at one point, I had a moment. We had a moment. I don't know if he did, but I did. And he took me up a mountain. It was called Arthur's Seat. And then we hiked up with 2 other dudes. One dude fucking walked up he hiked up the mountain with suede shoes on. I don't know how he did it. And I was slipping more than he was with my running shoes. And, you know, we get to the top of the mountain, we chill, we hang out, we did a dance party. People love doing dance parties on top of mountains. They love that. And we walked down the mountain and we reached a fork in the road. Me and my buddy, the other 2 split. He's looking at the map and he goes, yo, we got a choice. To get back to our Airbnb, we either have to hop this wall, go across the golf course, and we'll be home in 5 minutes. Or we can walk around the golf course and we'll be home in like 35 minutes. And I'm like, bro, I am so tired. I'll just hop this wall and let's go through the fucking golf course. So we hop this wall. He like propels me. My foot is in his hand and he leaps me up there. And I grab his hand, I pull him up. Go across the golf course and there's like fucking Scots like, get off the fucking freeway, mates. And we're just like, and then we go through the dining hall and there's like a huge party happening, and then we smell like weed. We smell like sweat. There's like armpit stains and shit, and we're just making sure we don't say a word because if they hear that we're English, they're probably gonna say some shit. So we're just like, you just hurry along. And then we go outside. We're on a side street, super quiet. And then we're walking in the middle of the street, and all of a sudden, I randomly just stopped walking. And then I hear wind chimes in my right ear, and then my vision turns black and white. And then I turned around and I looked down the street, and then I realized I had been here before. I had dreamt of that moment in my sleep. I had a dream of that moment in my sleep. And it came true in this reality. And then I broke down crying. And I was like, what in the actual fuck is happening right now? It's like I had deja vu. It's like I was part of Denzel Washington's movie. Getting over a cold. And I was crying. I was questioning. And I was like, this is insane. I don't know what is happening. And then for the next like 28 days on that trip to Europe, I had deja vu. Every day. Every fucking waking moment. I was like, oh my God. There was even one time where I literally called out something. So I was like, yo, there's a lion and a knight on a horse about to fight each other. Built in stone. In this cathedral. Before we even walked in. That was the only time I actually called out something. One way. My mom, we're going to go. Edinburgh is amazing. Even Europe is amazing. I highly recommend it. I had such an incredible time there. It's like way more chill, way more relaxed. The drinking age, I think, is like 18. They have such great beer and wine over there. It's highly recommend it. The food is amazing. It's so much healthier than American food. So, and then I came back to the States and I was thinking like, okay, cool. That was a trip. And then my deja vu didn't stop happening. It kept happening all the time. Even when I was back home with my family. And then when I was telling this story to people, people thought I was fucking crazy. They're like, this dude's on drugs. What happened to him? Some people thought it was fucking cool. But no one could make sense of it. No one could help me. No one could help me. It was insane. I even talked to pastors, reverends. They couldn't really give me anything. One pastor did give me like 5 books to read. He like went to the fucking library in the cathedral in Liverpool, and he was like, "Take all these books. Good luck." And I was like, "Okay, I don't really read books, but okay, I'll take them with me." Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Thank you for just tuning in. I'm so happy you guys get to go. Pastors can't make you not gay. I'm not gay. Not gay. So, anyways. Yeah, it changed my whole life. And then after that, I started to get into, like when I came back from Europe, I started hanging out with this group of friends, and they started to get into electronic dance music. Yes, I'm sure. Electronic dance music, EDM. And then they played a song. Wow, thank you, bro. You're such a good guy. Have a blessed day. You are the definition of the coolest guy I've ever met. If you have kids, they love you like insane you are. You're the perfect man. God bless you. Thank you, one way. One way within thyself. The power of Christ within. He's not leading us to a church. He's not leading us to a pastor. It's coming back to the heart. Nate the Gen. Thank you for being here, Nate. I see you. I know deep down you have a beautiful heart. You are a kind soul and you genuinely care. I see you. I appreciate you. I love you. God loves you too. I see the light within you, Nate. It can move mountains. It can help other people. It can save lives. Tears of joy, tears of laughter, tears of miracles. I would love to get my YouTube channel up more. I have some people helping me. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Nate. No matter what has happened in your life, it can always get better. Every little thing is going to be all right. It's okay one way. I appreciate the backup. I don't even want to say backup. I appreciate you standing by my side, being one. Truly, that means the world. Thank you, One Way. One Way, do you have a first name? Or do you have like a name I could call you? Unless you just want me to call you One Way, that's dope. But no worries. Nate, you could help so many people. You can literally help so many people. Just tap in. Tap in, brother. You got this. So, anyways, it started, when I got into EDM, it started to transform my whole life. The music, the vibes, the community, some of the party favors, the atmosphere. It was amazing. It started to crack me open as like a soul. And I'm just like, I'm here for it all. And my friends, they took me on a journey I will never forget. They took me to Philadelphia, to Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, parts of Ohio, and then concerts. And just, I loved everything about it. Can't wait to be at the event. Yeah, bro. Monday, February 16th, 8 p.m. live on Zoom. It's one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do. Bless you for being here, for real. And thank you for the donation. I don't even know if you did it or not yet, but I didn't get a notification. I don't even know if I do. But just so grateful just for your being. That's it. You being you. That's all I'm grateful for. And yeah, dancing moves the soul. Dancing moves energy. Dancing connects you with other people. If you can dance, please dance. Find your rhythm, find your essence, find the moves, and have fun. Have fun with it all. Buy one way. And I'm actually going now. You're good, bro. Do what feels good for you. And yeah, I was never a good dancer. Like, someone told me to stop dancing at an 8th grade dance because I was so bad. Like, he was a huge black dude, and he was just like, I was like, damn. Okay. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. That really put me down. But luckily, I actually have a group of friends. One of them is a professional dancer. He's a really good friend of mine. And yeah, he has his own company here in Cleveland. Does really well. Helps a lot of people. Goes into the schools, colleges. It's awesome. So, one of the best medicines that you could ever do is dance. Just fucking dance and have fun. Okay? So, all right, 37 minutes in. I'm starting to get a little tired. I'm actually going to go on a walk because it's a full moon in Leo. The fire within, the passion, the drive, believing in yourself, prosperity, reciprocity, knowing that you are just fucking amazing and just own your power. So, all right, y'all. Thank you for being here, all of you. All of you deserve the world, and the world deserves all of you. Big love and blessings. Namaste.